Yes, we are live from the podcast studio in the Shomra. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me correctly all the way over there on Instagram, but hopefully you can. This morning we're going to talk about the Friday morning hangover-free advantage. This is the game changer of game changers in many of our lives. When we wake up on a Friday morning excited for once, rather than in a complete pickle. Who's been there? Hands up. Friday morning, hands up Friday morning if you've woken up before. Maybe it's not the case today. Hopefully, in what the Irish like to say, a jocker. If you've woken up in a jocker, hanging, hungover, can't be bothered. How many times have you been through that rinse, repeat scenario? I did that, I reckon, for about close to 20 years. 20 years. 20 years of waking up on a Friday morning, just in pieces. In my mind, constantly trying to think of all those excuses that I could make up to not go to work. But I always went to work. But I always went through that same cycle every morning on a Friday going, how can I get out of work? I can't face it. I just can't face the world. I'm hungover. I'm anxious. I've got that panicky, horrible feeling. I know what it's going to be like sitting on that train on the way to London, just in a jocker. No better word for it than being in a jocker every Friday for about 20 years. What was I doing? A laboured struggle of a day. I just wanted it to be over as quickly as possible. Just get through it. Like, imagine leading our life when it's so short. We get 4,000 weeks to live. I'm 50 now. I've got about 2,000. Well, not even that. I've got about 1,600 left, apparently. Imagine writing them all off to that hungover, tired, anxious, can't be bothered. I'm going to underperform in every domain of my life. I'm going to show up in the office like a 2 out of 10, if I'm lucky, every Friday. Who's doing that? So many of us do it, don't we? Forever. And then something changes. Something wonderful changes. There's Ian Gilligan. Ian Gilligan knows all about that Friday morning feeling. He's seen it with his own eyes for so long. And then something changes, right? You do something different. You find the courage to do something different. And here's a great conclusion that I've come to just recently. Wherever you see the mass of people, the throng, the crowd, the conventional, turn around and go the other way. All the gold lies in the exception, not in the rule. The rule gets it wrong. And at the moment, pretty much most people are drinking. The real gold is hidden by not drinking. And then when you find the courage to do that, suddenly you find out something new that never existed in your life before. And it's this: Friday mornings. Go on the Friday mornings. Friday mornings are back on the cards in a way they never existed before. 20 years I had no Fridays. They were always the same. Laboured, tired, jaded, couldn't be arsed with a Friday. Just wanted it over. And had to have a couple of drinks on a Friday night to get over those hungover feelings, which then ruined Saturday. And Sunday was tired and just recovering from it all. And then guess what? Wallop. Back to work on a Monday. Rinse, repeat. No time, no energy. Life feels like a slog. Just getting through it. And then we have the courage to do something completely different. Suddenly we take a break from alcohol. We wake up on a Friday morning and it's like, oh, this is new. I've got energy. I've got time. I'm going to actually get up and do something before the world's awake. Go to the gym, yoga, stretch, whatever it looks like for you. I'm going to be excited about going into the office today. I'm going to be a 10 out of 10 instead of a 2 out of 10. Different. Lo and behold, did more business with our clients that actually quite liked it when you were on the ball on a Friday rather than in pieces. More time, more energy, better connection. And then when the evening rolled around, didn't need to escape with another couple of drinks, got home on time. There's a new thing, home on time on a Friday, excited for a Friday evening with my lovely family. And then Saturday comes around, it's a whole new game. It's a whole new game again, isn't it? You wake up on a Saturday going, I feel energy. Oh, I'm going to do some stuff on a Saturday. What's this life thing all about? I'm going to do all the things that spark joy in my life. I'm not going to be curled up in a ball trying to hope the kids don't come bouncing in at silly o'clock because they want to play. And of course they do. Like, imagine that life versus the hangover free Friday. Come on, it's a different game. Let me know in the chat if you're with me. If you're with me on this little Friday morning adventure. There's Stuart, 600 or 500 days AF. Either way, It's a big number. Go on, Stuart. That's what I'm talking about right there. Rocking it. Alcohol-free on a Friday. Look at that. Imagine. Oh, there's Danny Wicks, living legend, who was in here yesterday on the couch, as it were, on our brilliant podcast. We had such a lovely conversation. I've got another 2 of those today, in person, real connection with real people. There's no one here at the moment. I don't know why I'm pointing to them, but that's where they'll be a little bit later on, and we'll be having a great conversation about all things alcohol-free, about all things coaching and life and meaning and purpose, and all the deep, big conversations that you don't get to when you're drinking, because it all stays at the top level. This is the game changer right there. Friday mornings, instead of being hungover, I'll be having the most wonderful conversations all morning with incredible people, and I can't blooming wait. And here's the best thing for all of us, and let me know if this is you in the chat. You know that your weekend's yours again for the first time in a long time. I don't know what I just pressed there, but the colouring seems to have all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Usual story. Yesterday, by the way, quick aside, I spent honestly hours and hours and hours setting up this whole studio, right? This is in my showroom so I can record the podcast. And basically, I had to then make an emergency phone call to Matt, who actually knows what he's doing when it comes to cameras, and call him out at silly o'clock to get everything ready. And I don't know if you saw my story, but I said to him, like, how did it look? You know, I got it pretty close, didn't I? Was it all set up correctly? And he just deadpan went, none of it worked. None of it worked. Thank the Lord for Matt, if you're watching, because he came in and set it all up correctly. So it should hopefully, fingers crossed, all be set up for today. But that's the difference, right? Imagine that, waking up today, instead of being hungover, jaded, curled up in a ball, up there trying to make up excuses why I don't want to go to work, actually went on this alcohol-free adventure, and now this is what I get to do for work. It's tough, isn't it? Tough doing interviews and stuff and connecting with incredible people. Tough at the top. What a transformation. It took me 12 years to get there, but still, that's the adventure of being on the fun side of the island for the last 12 years. What a gift. Let me know if you're feeling it this morning. There's Cheryl. You and technology are so funny. It's very true. 501 days today. Thanks to Dry and your book at the start. How cool is that? The book is there, by the way. Oh, there it is. 28-day alcohol-free challenge. And then Let's Do This. Let's Do This, by the way, my second book, which is about motivational psychology, has just been translated into Arabic. How cool is that, by the way? Just saying. There's Fiona. Go on, Fiona. 179 days, 6 months in 4 days. What a woman. What a Friday morning woman. There's the queen herself, Neddy. Pop, day 25. Go on, Pop. Sarah's just rocking a 300 days. I'll tell you what, the greats are on this morning. There's Chris from Luxembourg. We've got an international group hanging out with us this morning. Hold on, look, day 669. I'm so much more productive at work on Fridays. Right, and imagine this. All the workplaces all over the land just getting better and better because people are starting to show up and shine a different message on a Friday. How cool was that? Like, people actually showing up, not that presenteeism of lights are on but nobody's home kind of vibe. What a gift, what a win that is for a Friday morning. Anyway, not staying on long, I just wanted to pop on just while I've got everything set up remotely nicely, just to cheer you on a Friday morning. And we will be doing more of these lives, so keep your eyes and ears peeled, keep rocking it on your alcohol-free adventures, and I shall be seeing you all again very soon. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for the podcast. It's coming out in a big way. My Coach Business School, which is all about coaching podcast, that's out already, but the Andy Ramage podcast is coming back out